Welcome to From the Pages of Wrestling 83, Winter 1983, the first and last issue under that title before it mutates into Wrestling 84. So hit like harder than Tommy Rich clawing for his future, smash subscribe like Andre the Giant stomping the earth, and ring the bell because here's your 60-second rundown. Tommy Rich fights for relevance in a world that's leaving him behind unless he wins now. Andre delivers a rare introspective interview. 83, Dusty Rhodes breaks down the fear that's eating Ric Flair alive as he chases Harley Race's title. A head-to-head dream match panel debates Backlund versus Snuka. Craig Peters fires shots about too many championships. Precious Paul Ellering brags about his intellect in the managers forum. Ads promise total body shapers, bullworker miracles, and mail order muscle. Now we dive into the wild heart of this magazine. Starting with the opening bell proclaiming wrestling's evolution from regional curiosity to national obsession as cable TV unites Pennsylvania, Georgia, Texas, and New York under one booming neon-lit roof. The editors pitch wrestling 83 as the answer for fans who demand more than local television scraps, promising objectivity, national coverage, and insider analysis without promoter retaliation. Then the magazine reveals its staff: Stanley Weston, Stuart M. Sachs, Peter King, Bill Apter, Craig Peters, and the familiar pantheon of photographers like Koichi Yoshizawa and Jimmy Suzuki, giving the issue that classic Western Empire legitimacy. Ads explode around the borders: the 5-minute total body shaper, Wider's bodybuilding guarantee, muscle oil slimming plans, and weight belts sold through tiny clip coupons. Then the cover stories hit, starting with Tommy Rich. There is no future, he must win now, painting him as a desperate young star whose momentum has evaporated. Capturing the eternal 80s tension between clean-cut technicians and wild, airborne chaos merchants. The magazine shifts into In This Corner, where Craig Peters vents about the absurd number of championships clouding the sport, warning that too many belts dilute prestige and confuse fans. Classic editorial grumbling in the Western tradition. In the Managers Forum, precious Paul Ellering flexes his intellect like a weapon, explaining how strategy, mental preparation, and psychological dominance make him superior to the average loudmouth manager. Ads crash back into view: bodybuilding courses for $9.95, gain inches of muscle in weeks, sauna wraps, and no gimmick weight loss refunds. Then Wrestling 83 pushes its mission again. This magazine exists for the national fan hungry for more. The editorial tone remains bold, slick, and earnest as the issue builds toward its crescendo: long-form features, dream analysis, and rich photography drenched in arena smoke and flashbulb sparks. Precious mid-issue ads flood the pages, from Bullworker's 5-minute fitness revolution to 24-page color brochures proving you can sculpt your body at home without machines, to mail-order offers for rare back issues priced at $5 each or $20 for any 5. A collector's goldmine. Then Wrestling 83's signature depth emerges. Dream match: Snuka versus Backlund receives expert breakdowns examining athleticism, psychology, strength, and crowd electricity, each evaluator choosing a winner with detailed logic. The photography leans heavily on dramatic near falls, leaping splashes, and Backlund's grinding mat control. The magazine also includes an extended commentary on the growing cultural shift in wrestling, kayfabe rising in complexity, national superstars replacing territorial icons, and the looming realization that wrestling's future will belong to larger-than-life personalities, broadcast coast to coast. Every page reinforces the sense that wrestling in 1983 sits on the edge of transformation. As the issue winds deeper, Harley Race looms large as the immovable force blocking Ric Flair's comeback, with Dusty emphasizing that Flair's mental state, not his physical toolkit, keeps him from reclaiming the title. Tommy Rich's struggles return in another commentary snippet, portraying the pressure crushing young wrestlers expected to carry promotions before they are emotionally ready. Ads continue forming a time capsule: the Bullworker free booklet, color photo collections, and home-delivered fitness products promise effortless improvement, even as the surrounding articles preach discipline and pain. A powerful editorial sequence reinforces the magazine's mission as an independent national publication, promising objective truth, insider perspective, and fearless reporting, positioning Wrestling 83 as the voice of the modern fan. The staff bios, photographer credits, and production notes create a backbone of credibility, reminding readers that the same hands shaping PWI and the wrestler crafted this magazine's lens on the sport. The magazine's photography sections burst with emotion: Andre towering over crowds, Dusty pointing with prophetic intensity, Flair with that unmistakable worried fire in his eyes, and Snuka captured mid-flight like a human comet. Then the editorial voice returns to hammer home the point that wrestling's future will belong to national stars who can electrify arenas from Baltimore to Los Angeles. The ads continue the glorious chaos: muscle courses, power belts, weight gain powders, and the iconic become a pro wrestler, leaflet begging kids to mail in for secrets they'd never actually receive. By this stage, the magazine feels like a collision of ambition, anxiety, hope, and raw 80s grit, the perfect time capsule of a sport transforming in real time. As the issue reaches its final stretch, the fan service elements shine. Photo spreads linger on intense ring moments, emphasizing sweat, struggle, and championship hunger. The magazine revisits the theme of fear, fear of failing, fear of being forgotten, fear of getting surpassed, as Dusty's psychological dissection of Flair echoes through the layout. More ads appear promising sculpted bodies, instant charisma, and superhuman power through mail-order miracles. The editors subtly frame the national wrestling boom as both blessing and curse, incredible opportunity for stars like Snuka, Backlund, Flair, and Race, but crushing pressure for the Tommies of the world who must evolve or vanish. It's an emotional undercurrent rarely acknowledged in kayfabe-driven publications. The magazine's final articles tie everything together: psychological insight, athletic comparison, personal struggle, and the shifting industry landscape. Panels evaluating Dream matches hint at a future where supercards might unify territories. The commentary on title dilution warns that prestige must be protected or fans will lose trust. Ads close in like a commercial avalanche. Nutrition powders, fitness guides, rare photo offers, and back-issue bundles, reminding fans that nostalgia was already a business in '83. Each element reinforces that wrestling was becoming a national culture, not just a regional pastime. Wrestlers needed charisma, durability, and mental steel to survive what was coming next. By the final pages, Wrestling '83 stands tall as an earnest, ambitious publication documenting a turning point: young stars under pressure, legends wrestling with doubt, dream matches fueling imagination, and the national boom reshaping every life in the ring. Tommy Rich battles time, Andre battles loneliness, Ric Flair battles himself, Dusty battles the industry's shifting psychology, Snuka leaps, Backlund grinds, Race reigns. The ads form a neon halo around it all. Mail-order shortcuts, muscle promises, posters, photos, and training programs capturing the wild consumer culture orbiting '80s wrestling. The issue ends like a bell ringing out into cold winter air. Wrestling is changing, and these pages caught it mid-transformation.